arranca metiendo con todo. Con Helio Piedra junto a la bandida, no hay liga, esto es un vacilón. En H2 en 97.3 la fiesta se formó. La música con variedad te tocamos desde salsa hasta reggaetón. Un vacilón, este es el show de la mañana en el tapón. Son un bombón, tírame remix, let's go.
Ya no tienes excusa, pero si le ponen la canción, le da una depresión.
Si te invito a una copa y me acerco a tu boca,
Radio Master.
puro chantaje, puro chantaje.
Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show.
Este es el show de la mañana con Helio Piedra y la bandida.
Este es el show de la mañana, el show.
¡Hey! Eso, ya regresamos, señoras y señores. Regresamos a la tercera hora del show de la mañana y lo hacemos con invitada especial en esta hora. Pero primero que todo, gracias te damos este servidor Helio Piedra, Tuti el Galán y Mafer. Eso, gracias por estar aquí con nosotros, por el cariño, por la sintonía, por la preferencia. Estamos muy contentos de que nos han llegado muchos mensajes acerca de lo de gimnasio y cómo se la están pasando. Qué maravilla, gracias. En esta oportunidad vamos a regresar, vamos a hablar un poquito de inglés y vamos a estar traduciendo porque tenemos acá con nosotros a la directora ejecutiva, nada más y nada menos que de Dance Live National Ballet, pero la vamos a presentar. We're going to introduce our special guest this morning as she deserves, as if we are in the Olympic Games or something like that, you know. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure and privilege to introduce for the first time at the morning show here at Tu Fiesta Radio, the Latin powerhouse of the Latinos here in Alacho and Mayo County, our friend Susa Escanela.
Welcome.
I feel so honored.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Absolutely.
You deserve it.
Good morning.
Absolutely.
Good morning.
We appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. Yes. So, Dance Alive National Ballet, it is a wonderful organization close to my heart, but I know a lot about Dance Alive National Ballet, and I really appreciate you guys, putting the arts, at the place that you guys been working in, at the place that arts are right now in Gainesville, Florida, and all of your support. But I want to hear from you. I heard that you are now our new executive director for the Dance Alive National Ballet. Talk to me about it.
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm actually returning to Gainesville. So I'm a product of Pofall Studio, which is the home of Dance Alive National Ballet. It's a training school that feeds into the company as well as provides the physical space for the company to perform. And I came up through the studio, trained, became a professional dancer, left Gainesville for many years, and now I'm back. And I'm just thrilled to be helping and stepping back in and giving back to Dance Live National Ballet as administrator, helping direct the business operations, and then very, very excited to give a little snippet of growth information that we're looking at moving and developing a new property which will become a cultural arts center, and it'll be the new home of Pofall Studio, which will fold into National Dance Live National Ballet, and will also be a music center. We'll have music rooms available. We'll have a black box theater. We'll have 3 studios. So very soon, in the next probably half year, 6 months or so, we'll be kicking off a more of a public campaign. Now we're on our soft capital campaign fundraising, but it'll be an exciting new venture for the growth of Dance Live National Ballet. So,
nice. Good news for our community.
Absolutely.
So, básicamente, Susan está compartiendo con nosotros un proyecto que están haciendo con Dance Live National Ballet. Van a estar construyendo una nueva propiedad que se va a convertir como en un centro de arte y va a tener un poquito de todo. Va a tener habitaciones para música, va a tener un black box, que eso básicamente es un lugar donde se hacen eventos, se usa para diferentes, es como multipropósito, ¿no? Dentro de todas las facilidades. So right now the season has ended, right?
Correct.
And now what happens with the dancers during this season?
It's somewhat the off season for performing but we're not in our performance season here in Gainesville, but they will attend festivals in Brazil and perform. So they never stop their training. But this is also the time we will have at Pofall Studios this summer, a summer intensive, and it's in July. So it's 2 weeks of intensive training with guest artists that are also some of our professional dancers from our company. And that information's on dancealive.org. And then our season will kick off with a Meet the Dancers at the Cade Museum in September. And then we'll have a fall performance. We have 4 main stage performances every year at the Phillips Center. And there'll be a fall performance, the perennial favorite Nutcracker in December. We'll have a February show and then March as well. And then we'll have our big champagne gala with the Dancing with the Stars. So that fulfills our season. And then we also have touring for Dance Alive National Ballet. We'll have tour dates, and then there's the community outreach and children's shows and going into the community and providing an open door opportunity to learn about dance.
That is awesome. Well, Wiki's wife,
right.
Julia Ariet, recently did Dancing with the Stars.
She was fabulous. It was such an amazing evening. Everyone has a great time, and to watch our community leaders and people in the community come out and have their moment of fame on the dance floor with our professional dancers.
She did so well.
Yeah, I did it myself.
It's really heartwarming to watch.
Oh my God.
Very proud of her.
I did it myself like a few years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, and after I did it, I mean, so much respect for the dancers and the work it's hard work. Like it's gotta train your body, your muscles. I remember myself being all sore, like for a month. It was insane.
And the connection that you have to have with the other person that you're dancing, you know, being able to do teamwork, to understand their moment, your moment, it's not easy. Yeah.
You had mentioned when we were talking out there that there's a bond that's created between you and this other person who you have, they're showing you what to do, but you work together for so many hours that you do create a bond, and that's really special.
Yeah, and in the moment, it's really exciting. It's fresh. You get music, lights, action. It really is.
Is the gala is that your main fundraiser for the year? Is that it's an annual
It is.
event?
It has become, the go-to. Everybody's excited about it, and we're lining up our Dancing with the Stars. So if someone's listening and they would like to join the fun.
Yeah, you guys need to take Turi. I would love to
It's
see
your
Turi. Turi, let me tell you, you should do it. I mean, you should do it for the cause.
And do you guys have dancers from
I'll
all
write a check.
ages? Or is it just
So the Dancing with the Stars are adults.
Adults,
that dance. They're paired up with our various Dance Alive National Ballet performers. So
what about for regular classes or when the season comes? Do you guys have young kids as well?
Oh, yeah, in the training school in Pofall Studios, yes.
Okay,
That's
wonderful.
probably age 3 or 4. I'm not sure exactly when they start through adults. Absolutely. And there is an event coming up Thursday. It's called Giving Day. And it's where you can, Giving Day is an
Amazing
organization.
Gift.
Amazing
The Amazing
Gift.
Gift. Like estamos hablando de sí, exacto.
I'm learning everything still.
We'll be involved with
Amazing
that.
Gift, yes. So you can donate to Dance Live.
Absolutely.
And the various causes. There's some beautiful photographs from Swan Lake, the different programs, the outreach in the community. They'll go into the senior assisted living and housing areas to perform, as well as community, giving back and teaching children. So it's a wonderful opportunity to give back to Dance Live National Ballet.
Yeah, I would love to translate a little bit on that as well, because that's such an important day for Dance Live as a non-profit organization. So este jueves lo que está compartiendo Susan con nosotros es algo que hemos compartido aquí con nuestra audiencia, de que vamos a estar produciendo desde aquí, desde los estudios de Tu Fiesta Radio, vamos a estar produciendo The Amazing Gift, que va a ser online. Usted va a tener la oportunidad de donar, de hacer donaciones a través de la website de Amazing Gift. ¿Qué pasa con esas donaciones? Que esas donaciones van directamente para estas organizaciones sin fines de lucro, y usted puede incluso elegir a qué organización va, porque as people can actually choose what exact organization they want the money to go to. So that's the beauty of that. It's not like the money goes and they actually split it as they. No, you can actually select your organization, and that's a wonderful cause. Where I understand we're gonna be live at 9 until 4 p.m. It's a whole day, like full day of streaming, and we're gonna have more different speakers, multiple community leaders that are gonna be here. I remember that last year we also produced Amazing Gift. It was such a huge success, and we even have a general from the army.
Oh, fantastic.
A general that came and gave a speech, and we have multiple speakers. We had the Chamber of Commerce, the mayor was everybody, and it's so awesome just to see the community coming together for this cause and celebrating that cause. So that day, the Amazing Gift Day, is all about that. It's all about giving, and that's the beauty of that day. Y básicamente lo que le estoy compartiendo aquí a usted, que quiero traducirlo un momentico, es que ese día de jueves es un día acerca de dar, acerca de apoyar. Así que si usted quiere apoyar las artes, si usted quiere apoyar el ballet, le gusta, it is time for you to support arts. You can go ahead and get ready for Thursday and start making your donations, your contributions, and you can find Dance Alive and Short at the Amazing Gift website, right?
And it does support the local organization, so that's, make sure everyone's aware the Amazing Gift doesn't go nationally, it stays locally. So that's the beauty of being a part of that.
Sure. Yeah. That's great.
Awesome. So, Susan, you mentioned that you used to be a dancer. Yes. Right. Let's talk a little bit about yourself. Okay. So, at what age did you started dancing? Was it ballet? Was just contemporary dance?
Ballet, jazz, and tap.
Oh wow! Ballet, jazz, and tap. I love tap so much. Let me tell you, that's so. You gotta have such a rhythm to be able to do that. And at what age do you when you begin?
So I started at age 6 in the first grade. And I had a couple years, and my family had moved, and this was prior to coming to Gainesville. So I had a few years where I didn't have any training because we were in a new area, and then discovered Pofall Studios, and I started back and had the opportunity to perform and absolutely loved it. Great training. Mary Ellen Pofall had founded the studio. Her 2 daughters, Kim Tuttle and Judy Skinner, took over the reins, of course, and have been essential to keeping the quality of the training and providing the exposure. Before we were a professional company, they would take us to New York in the summers. We'd train at the major companies and the studios there, and it was an amazing experience, but enabled me to have that opportunity to say, I can dance in New York, I can dance anywhere. So I danced in production shows, and production shows are live music, amazing costuming, big stage sets, and I danced in the Bahamas in a production show, and then was in the very first show when casino gaming came to New Jersey in Atlantic City, and I had the opportunity. I was brought in to actually run the show as well, so I was a company manager, performer, and we had a lot of the headline entertainment, everyone from Frank Sinatra and that group of performers at that time would come in and perform with us on the stage, and we were an opening act for them. So
Wow.
it was a lot of shows. Some TV shows were actually filmed on our stage, and we danced with them. The Jackie Gleason show came, Dinah Shore show. These are names of performers that unfortunately are no longer with us, but that was that time frame. And so everyone, I mean, like Jay Leno's and Seinfeld, they were actually warm-up acts for some of these people. So I had to perform with some people that, had not risen up to their full potential yet. So it was fun to be a part of that.
Very exciting.
And I also had a dance studio in South Jersey for a while with some fellow dancers, and also performed with we were the LA Laker girls of the 76ers, so we were called the Spirit Dancers.
Okay.
So I choreographed for them and performed with them, and that was just, again, a fun outlet, and we always looked for opportunities to perform and choreograph, and I had close to 20 years of a variety of production shows.
Wow.
So that was a great training, tested all my training and used it to its full capacity. And the amazing people we worked with, and the performers, and I was hiring the dancers as well. So I always would go into New York City and rent a studio, and we'd have our auditions. And so it was just an amazing time in my life.
That's
and then
really neat.
and then post-performing, I did have an opportunity to go to the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. I had an internship in the summer, and the world-renowned director choreographer Twyla Tharp came in, and I was given to her as an assistant. And so we mounted new works at the Kennedy Center, and that was a whole nother level, a group of people that brought me back into the performing arts side from the entertainment side. And so I worked with her in D.C., and then she took me up to New York to continue, and we had performances at the Brooklyn Academy of Music, as well as a big gala at the Metropolitan Opera House, which was amazing.
Cool. That is so neat.
Wow, looks like a journey.
I
Yes,
know.
so many
Well,
great experience.
We have a famous dancer from Gainesville. This is awesome.
And then when she choreographed, she conceived, directed, and choreographed Moving Out, the Broadway show, to Billy Joel's music. I was brought in to be her personal assistant on that show, so I had the experience of the pre-Broadway opening in Chicago for a summer, and then we opened in New York on Broadway, and that show won. We had 2 Tony Awards. The orchestrations were shared with Billy Joel and Stuart Molina, and then Twyla Tharp won Best Choreographer that year for the Tonys. So
That's really great.
Do you still dance like for fun or professionally?
I try, and so something you never want to stop doing as a dancer
Definitely.
is stretching and trying to keep mobile.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that, use it or lose it.
Yes.
How nice. Wow. It looks like a nice experience. You're experiencing the arts and
Absolutely.
entertainment, and, being able to kind of like work shadow other people's work and being with them, learning from them. That sounds really, really
And bringing
exciting.
your experience to these new dancers, young dancers that are in Gainesville, for them to meet someone or talk with someone or be with someone who has so much experience gives them, a vision of where they could go. Which is wonderful.
And that makes me excited to be back, to give back, and hopefully, lend my professionalism and to help it
That's
continue
wonderful.
the growth. So
Besides you, does Gainesville have any other famous dancers that we may not be aware of? That you know of?
I know you.
I'm
sure we. I'm sure we do. I think everyone in my generation were since retired, but we have had from the Profile Studios a couple of performers in. I think it was Anastasia the musical. Sorry, I don't have all those names because
That's okay.
they were mere children at the studio when I
Sure.
was growing up. But we've had people on Broadway, major ballet companies internationally as well.
Look at that. That's wonderful.
So yeah, it's been a great training
Great.
ground and feeds the arts. And I have spent the last almost 10 years as a production manager for Legends in Concert. They're based in Las Vegas. So some of my fellow dance mates migrated to Vegas when I came back to Florida, to Gainesville, and they've kept in touch, and they needed someone on the road to perform tour management for them. So I've done that. And just recently, the past 3 or 4 years I've been in coastal Alabama, opened a show that they designed the theater for our show. So that closed. That gave me the opportunity to come back here.
That's great.
So,
how do you feel being back around here?
it's wonderful. I mean, the growth, the enthusiasm, the local community. We were talking. We're not, LA. We're not Atlanta. We're not New York, and wonderfully so. But we have such a nurturing environment and community for the arts. And, whether it's music, dance, theater, written word, poetry, it's such a collaborative community for artists.
Absolutely.
And, of course, we have the beautiful natural area with the springs and the parks. And
we're very fortunate here in Gainesville. We are still a small community in regards to we're not like in Orlando where there's probably 2 or 3 of these companies that are so large, but we have that sense of community still.
And when it comes to arts, I have an interview the other day at the Performing Arts, actually, and the person was telling me how many people from Orlando, Jacksonville, our surroundings come to watch the plays that they do there, or either they request the area to kind of like do their plays. I was like, I would have never told someone from Orlando or Jacksonville coming here kind of to do it. He was like, you'll be surprised. Like, so many people use because we got the facilities, great facility. Absolutely. If you think about it, for any type of art. So that's something that captivates Gainesville with that.
Sure.
Super.
Yeah.
So now we have any other projects coming up? Dance Alive. When is you mentioned this about the season beginning? Is it in the fall?
It'll be in the fall, in September. Very shortly, and definitely in the next month, we'll be releasing our fall season and all of our activities. But we will start with a Meet the Dancers at the Cade Museum. That'll be in September. And our first main stage performance, we'll have a sneak peek at Meet the Dancers. So we do want people to show up for that. And then our first main stage performance, we're still finalizing dates, will probably be in October.
Awesome.
Center.
I actually had the opportunity to be part of Meet the Dancer before, and it's a very fun event to actually, meet the dancer and know who are going to be the dancers for Dancing with the Stars, right? It's where you announce
hopefully we'll have a good start on our lineup for them. Yes.
Absolutely. We'll keep Tutti in mind for that. Tutti, te quiero ver bailar.
You gotta be careful. Maybe he sign you in.
Oh my goodness! I'll sign you up. He's
a natural.
He's a natural. I mean, you got to
I'm a natural eater. Not a natural dancer.
And let me tell you, Susan, every single person.
We can choreograph that.
Oh my God! Everybody knows Tutti, so you gotta do it for the community, Tutti. Come on, we are all excited now. We
have a great cheering section.
Yes. I'm gonna call Kim and Yuri after this interview. Oh my goodness. Well, that is awesome. And do you guys have any new pieces coming up? I have enjoyed the Nutcracker before, so many of them, Romeo and Juliet. Any new pieces that you guys are working on right now or are going to work towards the fall?
I do believe, and I'm not sure when we'll be announcing everything soon, but yes, and so stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly. I figure because you guys always have surprises and special. I know through Valentine's, you did this beautiful, choreograph, and during Halloween, it was the vampire night, and that actually we met them at the International Diamond Center with Linda Rocha, and you guys do so much, like, honestly, for the community, and going back to one of the things that Maffer mentioned, when you dance with someone, you need to have such a connection with them, like you need to connect, like kind of like emotionally, and be on the same page. If you are not aligned with that person, that the audience is not gonna get it. You're not gonna be able to.
You gotta
touch.
feel comfortable.
Exactly. And in my case, it was amazing. My partner was Beatriz from Brazil.
Yes.
And Bia is excellent. Like, she was able to make me feel confident as well, because there is some and also you guys do such a good job, like giving you, I mean, if you are giving you someone that you can, lift and all of that, because imagine,
Claro,
I mean, you need to make sure that everybody's safe, up there. Yeah. So just for you to keep that in mind too, right? Óyeme, tienes que recordarte de eso, ¿me entiendes? I am giving an advice.
We're very thoughtful about the pairings, because it's
Exactly.
important. And you have to, one of the key things with a partnership is trust also, as well as, and that helps with the bond. So
that is us, the bond, the connection. Yeah, that is right. That is awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have here today, in case you are just tuning in, en caso que nos está conectando, como tenemos, we have Don Juan Luis Santiago right now watching. So we are with Susan Scanella, the executive director for Dance Alive National Ballet, sharing with us all about Dance Alive National Ballet and all of the little details that are coming up through the entire season that is coming in this fall. I mean, the dancers and other events. Susan, anything else that you think that we might be missing?
Well, we just want to definitely stay in touch with us via dancealive.org. Don't forget the Amazing Give on Thursday. And just look for more surprises coming up, and for an exciting season.
That's wonderful.
Awesome. I would love to tap once again on the Amazing Gift. Mi gente, preparados todo para este próximo jueves. Estén atentos para que usted pueda, a través de la website de la comunidad, de la Fundación de la Comunidad, Community Foundation, a través de esa website usted puede seleccionar qué non-profit usted le gustaría apoyar. Puede leer la historia del non-profit, la causa. Hay causas para niños, para adultos, para mayores, hay causas para la comunidad en general, hay causas para las artes, hay causas para la educación, para las personas sin casa, hay de todo, para los homeless. There is different causes that you can support, and Dance Life, it is one of them. And you need to please go to the Community Foundation website and find Dance Alive National Ballet, so to make sure that you know how to find them, and make your donation, make your contribution, give back to your community, because honestly, we feel privileged in such a small community like Gainesville. I mean, small community compared to the big cities,
of course,
right? And having an organization such as Dance Alive is a tremendous privilege, and we feel very grateful to have you guys here and the contribution that you guys are making and continue, every day, every year. It is unbelievable. Don't you think, Tootie?
I do. I've known of many dance schools here in Gainesville for many years, and great to see that that your school is connected with the POFALs and things like that. And I think it's great.
Thank you.
Really.
Absolutely. And we want to send Kim and Judy, we want to send hugs, kisses, and all our love and support for them. What they have done, it is
amazing.
Incredible. And now having this new project coming up, it is super exciting. I cannot wait. Well, we cannot wait. Tu Fiesta Radio needs to be there for the grand opening, bringing the fiesta.
Absolutely.
And celebrating with Dance Alive National Ballet. I cannot wait. I mean, really, really. Thank you, Susan, for your time. Thank you for coming. It was a very wonderful time having you here and learning about Dance Alive National Ballet.
Yes, thank you for
Thank you
sharing
so
your
much.
story. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Absolutely.
Thrilled to be back.
Awesome, yes, we gotta have you back, absolutely. Así que usted, mi gente, quédese ahí con nosotros, que ahora sí vamos a regresar con las historias insólitas de la mañana. Por ahora, siga disfrutando de la buena música, de la más variada, aquí en Tu Fiesta Radio, en el show
de la mañana.
La emisora que te hace vibrar.
Dale candela.